and preparing this piece today, wanting to be hyperbolic, wanting to make depression something it's not, wanting to make it beautiful. Had a lot of grand ideas, a lot of showy stuff, but decided to strip all of that away and be true to my own experience and be true to maybe some of you guys' experiences. So I'm just gonna read a poem I wrote. It's not gonna be showy, it's not even memorized, I might mess up. Some parts are awkward, some parts are not. You'll hear other people in this video. It's life. It's simple, it's real, it's raw, it's not anything special sometimes. The poem is called Lessons I Learned from My Therapist, who talked a lot but only really said a few things. Lesson number 63. Find ears that will listen with no expectations, questions, or wandering eyes. My first therapy session, I talked for 2 hours straight. She said, "I'm sorry that happened to you." I was confused. I thought I did this to myself. Lesson number 12, depression is a shapeshifter. Sometimes it is the size of a pebble in the hand of a bear. Other times, it's the bear. On those days, learn to play dead. Lesson number 52, cautious optimism is still optimism. I used to call my bad days the dark days. She made me stop, told me to light candles like turning on lights for late night homecomers, ships at sea, or sinners struggling to find churches down paths not traveled. Be the church, not the night outside. Fight against what is familiar, fight what is black, find gray. I told her I wanted green and red and blue. She said, start with gray. Lesson number 103. Asking for help may sometimes feel like giving up. It is not. Others will try to make your diagnosis about them. It is not. Lesson number 17. There's a difference the size of bravery between a struggle and a fight. One, you do alone. The other, with anyone who either pities or loves you. Accept both, especially if you show yourself neither. Lesson number 6. Depression is not about being sad. I used to sit in my car and scream as loud as I could. At the time, it was the only therapy I could afford besides laughter or suicide. My friends always asked me how I was feeling. The only honest answer I could give was, I can't. I feel hollow, be that void or oblivion, give me anything and I will swallow it in my nothingness. I am too dangerous now. I have lost all the things I ever thought I cared about. Lesson number 65. The people closest to you will hurt you because that is what you accept from them. Fight against what is familiar, what is black. When I first told my parents I needed to go to therapy, they said, prove it. That was the first time I ever said a cuss word and meant it. I later learned that that was a lesson in what I was worth. They were wrong. They had to be. Lesson number 32. Do not walk in front of that bus you always talk about. It will not be beautiful. It will hurt. And your mother will cry. Lesson number 82. Sad songs make even happy people sad. Don't do that to yourself. I'd always tell her I was trying to prepare for harder days. She said stop. Better days are coming. Lesson number 17. Misery likes company. Be careful. You'd be surprised the number of people I met who made self-deprecation a pastime, flirted with the monsters in their heads so they could get some sleep that night. We all stayed stuck because we wanted to. Fight against what is familiar, what is black. Number 94, for the nights you cannot sleep, get up. There will be other 3 a.m.s. Take a shower, wash those memories out of your hair, read a book. Pretend you are any character you don't hate. Lesson number 75. Keep a journal. Every thought is a souvenir of a moment. Every day is full of small miracles and big smiles. Like wrinkles that look like willow branches bending their heads in prayer. Like the chirp of young children, the only ones who still speak when it improves upon silence. Like kind eyes, cut grass, hard work, and hugs from people who don't like giving hugs. Every day is full of small miracles and big smiles. Either be the cause or the one smiling. Lesson number 23. Say thank you even when you do not mean it. Next time, mean it. Write thank you letters on your arms to the trees that gave you breath, as if you understand something about giving back. Lesson number 97. On the days you think you cry too much, there is no such thing. Lesson number 1. You will be okay. Here I am kicking up flowers amongst headstones. I could not let this rest. It's been 4 years and some nights I'm still crying. The last thing Shiver told me was your experiences are only as big as you make them. Selective attention is okay in some cases. My official diagnosis was major depression recurrent. The recurrent part is the only part that still scares me. My mom always asks if that's why I stay so busy. I say, I hope not.